Hey there, Nopenguin here, welcome to my Frost and Flame Dragon deck profile. This is the deck that I used for the NR event during Master Duels, and as you can see, I got all the way up to the end of it. At least the end of it that matters. But no, this deck has been insanely successful. Of the 25 games I played, I won 20 of them, giving this an 80% win rate. For those of you wondering why the fuck I'm playing this, it's really simple. Fire and Ice Hand. These cards are insanely powerful for the low ceiling of this format, and they do so much. Not only do they trade for a card, they replenish themselves, and you can keep chaining their effects over and over and over, so you can just absolutely decimate your opponent's field, gain advantage, and just win that way. I ended up just building the deck around the idea that I wanted to play 3 of each of these, so then I found a card like Frost and Flame Dragon that could be sort of an end boss piece to it, the Cataclysms that can act as extenders and sort of recovery tools, and then I just found other fires and waters that easily trade, but instead of just going into that here, let's just do the card by card. Of course, if we're talking about water monsters that trade, we're talking penguins, baby. We have 2 Penguin Soldier and 3 Nightmare Penguin. Now, the reason why I have more Nightmare Penguin than Penguin Soldier is because the rank 4 engine in this deck is really useful, and I really want to have access to them. Also, Nightmare Penguin is a funny 11 attack beater. I ended up attacking with Nightmare Penguin way more than I actually ever activated his effect, just by the way that my deck was always a head-on advantage. Then we have some spirits, 2 Spirit of Flames and 2 Aqua Spirits, again going into that sort of rank 4 toolbox type play, but also Fire Spirit is just a 2k attacker and it really helps push for game. 3 Fencing Fire Ferret, this card is really awesome, it just trades and burns, it does everything I want it to do, and it can also go when sent off other card effects, but we'll get into that in a bit. We have the Fire Hand and Ice Hand. I explained why these guys are here before, but let's read the cards for those of you who have no idea what these do. If this card in your possession is destroyed by your opponent's card, which is either by battle or card effect, and sent to the graveyard, target a monster they control, destroy it, and then special summon an Ice Hand from your hand or deck. Ice Hand does the exact same thing, but it destroys a spell and trap card. Bit of an interesting pick here, we have 2 Fire King Avatar Arvata. Unlike the other ones that just pop off of destruction, this actually is proactive, and you can use it to negate your opponent's key cards. The card you want to destroy most often with this effect is Fire Fencing Ferret, because Fire Fencing Ferret is an if effect, so you can send this from the hand or field to the graveyard off of Arvata, negate the effect, and then with Ferret, pop. It's a really cool bit of synergy, and speaking of synergy, when Arvata is destroyed, you can target a Fire Beast, Beast Warrior, or Wing Beast in your graveyard and special summon it, which includes Fire Ferret. These two have an insane amount of compatibility together, and I could not imagine playing any other 2 fires. We have the headliner himself, Frost and Flame Dragon. Now, he's a little bit of awkward because Konami didn't, for whatever reason, Konami didn't want to just have 1 fire and 1 water. I guess they thought that the Chaos engine was too strong and this would be just as strong, but no, nowhere near. You have to banish 1 fire and 2 waters, which is sometimes a little gunky, but with cards that we play in the deck, it's easy to set that up if we need to. And on the field, you just discard a card to pop a monster your opponent controls. It's a really strong card. Again, it's a free 2300 summon in some situations. Helps push for game, helps being just a board ender, and I really love it. Now, 2 cards that really surprised me. Cataclysmic Scorching Guy and Cataclysmic Circumpolar Lady. These 2 are amazing. If a face-up fire or water monster gets sent to the graveyard, they'll be able to special summon themselves from the hand and then gain an effect. The fire guy goes ahead and burns for half the attack of the monster destroyed, and the water one goes ahead and pitches a card from the hand. Now, this is really great because if your opponent has some sort of board clear, like a Torrential Tribute, like something like that, you can absolutely just get your advantage back by summoning this, get a little bit of either life points or card advantage out of her hand, and just continue on attacking. Triple MST because I don't like back row unless it's mine. Double Ring of Destruction because funny. 3 Torrential Tribute. 3 Bottomless Trap Hole, and 2 Dogmatical Punishment. Now, this card is actually a lot more powerful in this deck than I thought. I did stress before how good the rank 4 toolbox in this deck is, but what's even greater is the fact that I can send water or fire monsters from my extra deck to the graveyard to pop cards on the opponent's side of the field. That way, I can set up the Frost and Flame Dragon, I can set up the Spirit of Flame, set up the Aqua Spirit. There's not really any cards in the format that can take advantage of being sent to the graveyard, so finding a way to gain advantage off this send is really good. On to the extra deck. We have Purgatrio, a Fire Send, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, 4 big boys, a Water Send, a Fire Send, a Gemini Pearl, Papal Operative, number 850 Black Ship of Corn, A Water Send, Heartland Draco. This card came up a surprising amount of times. By detaching a material, you can go ahead and just dome your opponent directly. No double Azu's here, so we can't do anything crazy, but in situations where they have a defensive wall you cannot get over, this helps let you push for game. And to help with that, we have number 80 Rhapsody and Berserk. There were several times where I had a Heartland Draco and Rhapsody in the same turn, and are able to just dome the opponent for 3200. It's really fun. Gagaga Samurai, double attack, really good for pushing for game. Super Quanto Mech Beast Wind Guy, did not go into this once. Number 70 Maleficent, not only is this removal, it also allows you to rank up to go into Pain Gainer and eventually 7 Sin. And that's it for the deck profile. Now I know what you're thinking. Nopenguin, where are the replays? Why didn't you do a live commentary? Well, it's a very simple reason. You see, sometimes you go out of your way, record for over an hour, having so many awesome duels, so many epic poggers moments, only to realize that your OBS wasn't recording. And what are you gonna do? Just scrap the video and all that hard work you did? No, you cheap out and make a deck profile video. Life is fucking pain. But with that out of the way, that's the end of the video. Like if you like, subscribe if you want to see more. I am so close to 1,000 subscribers. I can fucking taste it. I am so close. Please, if you know anyone who would like my content, share it with them. I really want to reach that milestone. This is Nopenguin, signing out.